Hi, my name's Amir, Ghandar, reporting and assurance leader here at Chartered Accountants Australia, New Zealand. I'm joined today by Doug Niven, Senior Executive Leader, Financial Reporting and Auditing at ASIC. And we're going to talk a little bit about some of the focuses for ASIC coming up in 2019. So a lot of attention has been drawn to the future of audit. What are your thoughts on how the role could evolve over time?
So some of it's coming already and some of it is still to come. Clearly technology is on everyone's radar at the moment for a whole range of reasons. We talk about things like blockchain, cybersecurity. We're talking about potentially processes going outside entities and being dealt with by others in service organisations, loss of audit trail. So already there's change, which means that auditors need to think about the talent that they have and bringing that to bear, but not losing sight of the critical judgments, of course. Having people understand the business and so forth. We don't just want people who understand how to program, but very much making sure that they do understand the technology. And where appropriate, obviously we have clients and firms of different sizes, that technology is being implemented in the audit. We're talking about data analytics, which can give you higher levels of assurance. There's also investment involved in that, and making sure that the techniques are appropriate and fit in with the business and understanding of the contracts and everything else.
Now, I know you've been watching what's been going on in the United Kingdom, as well as reforms in Japan, South Africa. Really, it's an international phenomenon. What should we be making of all this back home in Australia and New Zealand?
Well, firstly, the developments in those countries, some of that is still work in progress. We've seen reports in the UK, 2 or 3 reports. We've seen the Kingman report and a competition report as well as CMA. They're not necessarily definitive. CMA, for example, there's a consultation process and there's more to be done there. So they do float certain ideas in various markets, and I think we need to be cautious, partly because it's still work in progress, but also whether solutions that are thought of in other markets are necessarily appropriate in our market. So I guess we'll continue to monitor developments in all of those jurisdictions, but in the end we need to think about, well, what does actually make sense in our market and what is actually relevant to improving audit quality in our market and supporting audit quality in our market as well.
How do you see the importance of audit in our economy?
Audit is incredibly important, not just because I'm a former auditor and have a passion for the area, but when you think about it, securities regulators and audit oversight regulators, we're concerned about confident, informed markets and investors. And the quality of the financial report and confidence in the financial report is so important to that. Now, obviously, the companies have a key role in terms of the quality of financial reports and the information that they're bringing to the market, and it's useful and meaningful for investors. But also the auditors support that through the audit process. And in particular, their role is to give independent assurance, of course, in relation to the financial report, as all again about confidence in the information that's being produced, so that investors can make appropriate decisions, and other people such as creditors and so forth. You need that underpinning and that anchor of historical information which tells you not only information to hold people to account in terms of the performance of an entity and safeguarding of assets and those sorts of things, but also a base for the future and building on through continuous disclosure, half-year reporting throughout the year as well.